All right, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Welcome, everyone, to our meditational satsang for this evening. Um, and I could say lovingly, I'm your host. Oh. Anyway, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Nenari, and there you go, LOL, exactly. And the way I usually work my meditational satsangs here online, I'll give the format here. And that'll give people time to get in and get settled. And basically the way things go is for the first part of the evening, I will share what's coming through channeled from Source on the topic. This evening we will be talking about the art of surrender. And then from there we will just immediately flow into the meditation. And then after we come back from our meditation, we'll open it up to satsang discussion. If you have any questions or anything that you would like to share related to the meditation or anything that came through during the channeling portion or any spiritual questions of any sort, you can feel free to ask those or share at that time. This is a sacred and safe space that we are in now. And so anything that is shared in the utmost unconditional love and compassion and free from judgment. So we are free from judging anyone for their experience or whatever they share as their truth. We just simply hold them in love and light as they share. So please feel free and comfortable and safe to share. That said, this evening the topic is coming through is having to do with the art of surrender. And what I noticed is that particularly in this last week, I've had a lot of people coming to me, in angst about either about relationships or about just shifts in general that we all seem to be going through right now. And one of the key aspects of this has to do with letting go and surrendering into the moment. And what is coming through from Source is that the art of surrender is really about surrendering into love itself again and again, loving yourself and loving another and loving the situation. The first rule of surrender, if you will, if you want to call it a rule, is that you know nothing. And the second is that you know not even that. This is the object of true surrender, and is when you allow whatever is to be in the moment to simply be. John Lennon sings of it very profoundly in his song Beautiful Boy, when he sings, "Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans." Oftentimes we have things in life where we're just going and going and going and doing and doing and doing, and we forget about that space of just surrendering into the moment and just being. And letting go of the plans that we have, that we are to do X, Y, and Z, and just being in the flow of the moment. Surrendering is just being in the moment, coming into that space of the now. We are surrendering to the truth of that moment. And that is what is evident in the moment in all things. Often in moments we feel that surrender is about raising that white flag and we say, "Oh, I give up. You win, I lose," kind of a thing. When really it's not about that. Surrender is coming into that space of, I no longer want to try to figure it out. Show me, guide me, uplift me. I surrender. Show me the path that I'm meant to embark upon. I don't know. Sometimes being in the I don't know space is often the most powerful space that you can be in. The moment you are in that space of knowing, if you are so staunch in that belief of a knowing, then it doesn't leave you open to infinite possibilities. If you're holding on to something so tightly. When you surrender, you're simply saying, I am open. I am willing and ready to receive. Show me the way. Letting go is not about being right or wrong, nor is it that what you're surrendering to is right or wrong, nor is anyone winning or anyone losing. It just means that in that moment, this is what is. It is free from necessarily meaning that the truth that you're surrendering into in this moment will be the truth forever. A lot of times we have a fear that wells up within us that says, if we surrender to the truth of what someone is saying, or we surrender to the truth of the moment, then that's going to stay that way forever. An example of this I will share from my own life is the moment that I surrendered about the blessings of the illnesses that I've been given by conventional medicine as this gift. I had a bit of resistance there in which I was afraid to surrender to the what is of accepting and surrendering to these illnesses for fear that they would stay this way forever. So surrendering in the moment, I realized, okay, I was simply acknowledging in this moment that, okay, what is in this moment right now is these illnesses are prevalent within my being. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to stay that way forever. It means that right in this moment that's the case. However, in an instant it can change. In an instant it can heal. In the next moment, those illnesses can be gone. And when I realized that and I understood, it was much easier for me to surrender, and much easier for me to accept, and much easier for me to let go in that release, because then what happens is it did shift. Now, there's certain things within my being physically that, haven't changed within these illnesses. And that is, again, another level of acceptance and surrender to that, so that, again, it can flow. However, those things that I was holding on to, such as I was a chronic asthmatic, I had other things going on within me physically, it shifted. And so the art of surrender is coming into that space of acceptance of this now moment, and then creating for yourself a new reality, seeing a new way of being. And so as we delve into this meditation now, I'm going to invite you in this meditation to surrender to something that you've been holding on to, and to create a new space of a new reality. So within that, I invite you now to just simply close your eyes and just take a deep, slow breath and relax. Just sink into this now moment. Feel the essence of your breath and just listen to your breath as you breathe in, and feel the love flowing through you. And as you breathe out, just surrender into the moment of all that is in this moment of this now. It's just the breath. And as you continue to slowly deep breathe in, just notice the sensation of the breath as you feel your body start to melt into a sense of peace, relaxing and feeling weightless. Just noticing only the breath. Noticing that that breath is what sustains your life. It is the essence of the spiritual being you are in this human form, this body temple. Just feel that breath of love, knowing that you are being this love, like a radio channel you tune into the essence of who you are as this love, knowing only the breath and only love. All else has faded into the distance. It's just you and Source in this now moment, this Om, this one moment of breath, this one moment of life. And just be in the stillness for a few moments, allowing the relaxation to wash over you like a wave. Just feeling the wave of the breath in and out, softly and gently. Knowing that space of emptiness and silence and love. And as you're in this silence, start to envision yourself in a meadow. And in this meadow, you're surrounded by the beautiful flowers and the grasses, the sun gently fading in and out of the trees. Gentle breeze is blowing now. And in the distance, you can see a well. We might call it a wishing well. Your wishing well. A place where you can go to see the essence of you. See yourself starting to walk through the meadow towards your wishing well, as you are enraptured by the sights and the smells of the beautiful mist of this meadow, enjoying the sights and the sounds. Perhaps there's some birds chirping, some butterflies floating around. Enjoy the essence as you're walking towards your wishing well. What does your wishing well look like? How does being in this sacred space of this meadow feel to you? Really take the moments to breathe in the essence of this beautiful space. And as you come now to your wishing well, take a moment to look within the well, peer down in the well to see it filled with water. And within it, you can see your reflection. Simply gaze upon your reflection and say to yourself, I am beautiful. And Say to yourself, I am love. Say to yourself, I love you. Really feel that you love yourself wholly and perfectly and completely. See the beautiful reflection of who you are in this water, of your wishing well. Perhaps have a smile upon your face and say to yourself, I am safe, I am love, I am loved. I am whole, perfect, complete, and beautiful, simply as I am. And as you continue to gaze into the water of your wishing well, take your finger and dip it into the water and see the ripples come forth now to where all you see is the ripples and you no longer see you in the reflection. And as those ripples form and start to meld into one, start to see something in your life that you've been holding on to, that you know you are to surrender and let go of. See whatever that situation is, or that person, reflected in your wishing well. Just simply recall it. Be free from bringing any emotion to it. Just observe it and see that it's there. Perhaps it's a person that you are frustrated with, a situation you are frustrated with, something not working right in your life. Whatever it is, just bring it up and see it within the reflection of the water. And as you are bringing it up now, accept this person, this situation, for what is in this moment. Perhaps the what is that someone is free from being the way you expected them to be. Perhaps it's something that isn't working out. Just accept that it's not working out right now, knowing that as you surrender in this moment to this, that it's okay and you're safe, that you're just surrendering into this moment, knowing that it can change and that it will change. As you surrender to the acceptance of what is in this now moment, perhaps there's some releasing for you. Perhaps there's some tears that will flow. And this is okay. Just know that you are safe and you are loved and you are love. And now take your finger when you are ready and you feel you've surrendered to the what is of this moment, of this situation, or this person whatever it is, just simply take your finger and dip it once again into the wishing well and see the ripples come forth once more. And watch the scene of what you surrendered to meld into the water as the ripples just ripple away. And as the ripples start to merge into one, start to create a new vision for this situation that you just let go of. Perhaps it has to do with your health. So perhaps you can envision that you are vibrant, infinite healing. Perhaps it's a relationship. Whatever it is, simply place your vision of being in love. Recall those moments of what it feels like to be in love, and place that being in love into this situation. Create the new vision. Perhaps you can say, I am vibrant healing. I am in a beautiful relationship where I'm loved and supported for who I am. Source is infinitely providing for me in this moment. And I trust that, and I know that. Whatever your new vision is, just allow that vision to come through. Start to feel how beautiful that feels, being in that space of love, of being in love. See it in every detail, and feel it in every detail. Feel it as if it's already happening right here and right now. It is happening now in this moment. Simply thank Source for that. Say, thank you, Source. I know my vision is now. It is happening right now. Feel how beautiful that feels. How happy and at peace you are, in an appreciation that you are, that your vision is in fruition right here and right now. And when you're ready, take your finger once more and dip it into your wishing well and see the ripples once more as you release this vision into the universe in gratitude, thanksgiving that your vision is now done. It is already done. So be it, so it is. And as the water starts to settle now, see the reflection in your wishing well of you again. and how you're smiling, how happy you feel, how blessed and thankful you feel. Blow a kiss to yourself now and say, "Thank you, beautiful. I love you." And simply back away from the wishing well. Blow your wishing well a kiss and say thank you, knowing that you can come back to this wishing well anytime you choose, fully remembering your visions and creating more visions and more points of surrender at any moment you choose. And you'll find it easier and easier now to surrender into the moment of accepting what is, knowing that it can change as soon as you accept the what is of the moment. And as you enjoy the mist floating over you now and the gentle breeze of the meadow, as you turn and start walking back into the meadow, perhaps maybe you're skipping in delight, enjoying the essence of the meadow. Just take a deep breath, holding the meadow within your heart, knowing you can return to this sacred and safe space at any time you choose. This is your special wishing well and meadow you can always come back to. And as you take another deep breath, just feel the meadow start to fade now. Start to fade into your heart center. And just feel it merging with your heart center now and bursting into a beautiful light of whatever color you so choose. And take another deep breath in and just start to feel yourself more here, starting to come back now with the meadow and the wishing well in your heart, knowing that your wishes are always granted. In gratitude and thanksgiving, we start to feel yourself more back here in the room, more back here with us. You're more awake and here. Start to come back in and start breathing more into the space of feeling yourself back here in the room. And all is well and beautiful. In thanksgiving to Source for the beautiful light that you are. And so it is. Welcome back, everyone. Take your moments to come back. Just breathing to the moment of the now. And as you're ready and you're fully back, we will open it up now to the Satsang discussion part of the evening. So if you have anything that you would like to share in this sacred and safe space about the meditation or about surrender or about any spiritual questions you may have, anything you wish to share, please feel free to share such as you're ready to come back and be fully present in the room. Everything that is said in unconditional love and free from judgment. So whatever you have to share, we hold in sacred space. So please feel free to share. We will open it up now for that when you are ready. And while we are waiting for everyone to come back, what will happen is I will read what is put here in the chat, because I am recording this evening. So this evening's meditation will be up later on this evening on YouTube. And so I will be reading the comments now in the chat. Lady Di said, deep sighs, deep breaths, sighs. Sienna says, nice. Beautiful. Lady Di said, was trying to get through to the vision I had coming to me, makes no sense to me. Kept looking, it was strange, wondering if I really saw what I saw, blue clouds. Well, what you saw is what you saw, indeed, and rolling in around us blue clouds and an amber eye. Wow, beautiful, fantastic. One eye. Ah, beautiful. That it may mean different things to you, and then just clouds. It may mean different things to you. Usually when I see one eye like that, to me that often means the third eye or the soul eye, which is, the point between your eyebrows, which could very well mean that you are opening up to your third eye or your soul eye activation. So this could be very well what is going on for you. And as to receiving what it is you really saw, it is what you really saw. And whatever the vision is, sometimes it comes through and you don't get it very clearly, and it will resurface later on. So be open to that. It may flood through later. Pamela says, I am feeling pretty intense right now. This is just what I needed, but leaving the well left me feeling a bit sad and dark. Lady Di said, thank you, Princess. You're very welcome, Angel. Pamela, with what's going on, yes, very intense. It is what you needed, indeed. The feeling of sadness, it could very possibly be that you feel as if and you said, Lady Di, you felt like you didn't want to leave the well either. It could be that the reason for that is that you were feeling that need to hold on to it. Again, a surrender. Okay. It could also be that you had more messages coming through. And so you can always go back to it. So feeling sad and dark, head smack, LOL, for the holding on, Lady Di said. Yeah, exactly, right? So the feeling sad and the feeling dark is often attributed to us holding on to something. Okay, so again, it's that level of surrender into the moment of understanding, okay, I'm to leave the well right now, but that doesn't mean I'm leaving the well forever. That just means at this moment I'm leaving the well, and it can change in an instant, and I can always come back to the well again. Okay, so it's not that you're leaving it forever. See, again, when we're holding on in attachment to something, we often feel that when we leave it, we feel sad and dark because we feel that we're leaving it forever. Okay, and no, it just means in this moment, and then in the next moment, you can be back there again. Okay, so again, it's going to take, yes, exactly, Pamela, this will take some practice, indeed, and it's an ever-evolving practice. Indeed, this is the art of the surrender, of letting go and of acceptance, and it's something that we do on an ever-evolving, constant basis. It's not just a one-time thing. It's just like enlightenment. We don't get to enlightenment and say, oh, okay, that's it, we're done. No, enlightenment is an ever-evolving process. We choose enlightenment again and again and again once we've come to that place. So it's the same thing with the art of surrender. With the art of surrender, we are to choose in the moment again and again and again. And life gives us opportunities again and again and again to not hold on to things, to release and let go. And really your ultimate resonance that you want to be in is in a state of either you don't want to be attached and you don't want to be non-attached either. Okay, because that's one extreme or the other. Either you're holding on so tightly that you feel that sad and darkness, or you're so non-attached that you really don't give a hoot. Okay, now those are the two extremes that we usually go through in our human experience. Releasing into surrender is simply in being in that space of being, to where you're neither attached nor you're non-attached. You're just being, and knowing full well that you can return back to that well, or that the situation that you're leaving will come back again, or that person that maybe you're letting go, if that person that you're meant to let go is meant to be in your life, they will come back. Okay, there's that famous saying, if you love something, set it free. If it comes back to you, it was meant to be. Okay, that's the art of surrender. Okay, right there. And it's oftentimes that we don't have that trust and that faith and that inner knowing that it will come back to us. And again, this goes back to a video that I just did recently on YouTube, and I'll give the example that I gave in the video. The example I gave in the video having to do with trust, I was speaking that you either trust and you have an inner knowing and you trust, or you don't. Okay, oftentimes we feel in our relationships in particular that someone hurts us or someone does something, and then we don't feel we can trust them again. Well, either you trust or you don't. There is no time that you need to supposedly have trust. And so it's the same thing with surrender. And the example that I gave in the video is this. When you go to a restaurant, you walk in the restaurant in full trust and inner knowing, knowing that when you put your order in with the waiter or the waitress, that there is a chef in the kitchen who is making that food for you, and you trust and you know that that food will be brought to you. Okay, there is no questioning it, you just have a trust, you have an inner knowing. It's that same trust that you're being asked to embody now. Okay, and Charlie said, thank you, love, must go now, much love to you all. Indeed, love you too, Charlie. Have a blessed evening. And so that's the trust. You either have it or you don't. You either have the trust when you walk into that restaurant. It's the same thing with your relationships. It's the same thing with surrender. When you surrender and let go into the moment of what is and accept what is in the moment, you also have that instantaneous inner knowing and trust that is not going to stay that way forever, that you can envision something else and create something else. Pamela says, much easier to get that analogy. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I used that analogy, because the source was giving that to me as I was channeling things through about surrender, for the video that I did a few days back, and it does make a lot more sense. Similar situation of other things in life you can apply it to, right? And Lady Di says, love the restaurant order. I feel this way when I pray or ask, but it was good. Solid thought to put it that way. Yeah, exactly. And that's also the art of prayer. And I'm also going to be discussing that in another video as well. Is also going to be part of a workshop series that I'm just about ready to launch. So for any of you who are interested, I'm going to have the Sacred Path Within series, and it's going to be an 8-week course. And we're going to be doing it here not in the meditational chat room. Charlie's setting up another chat room in which we can do seminars and workshops and stuff. So I will be doing that, and part of that we will be talking about will be the ancient art of prayer and what that means, and also how to truly come into loving yourself. And so it'll be over the course of 8 weeks. Then I also have another 4-week course that I will be doing as well, all on relationships, twin soul, soulmate relationships, how to create that into your life, or even if you are with your twin soul or soulmate, how to enhance and create continuously the love in your life, in relationship, and totally understand and know who you really are as the divine masculine and the divine feminine, what to do in, when conflicts arise, all these kind of things we will be talking about. And so I will be launching those within the next couple of days, and giving details on how you can sign up for those. They will be by love offering, and so this will, be an interactive course as well. Very similar to the way we do things here. So looking forward to doing that with you all as well. And so we will definitely be talking about the ancient art of prayer, and actually how to really pray, because most of us don't even know how to pray. And we wonder why our prayers aren't answered. So we'll be talking about a lot of those things as well. And also, just so you know, we are doing this every week here every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Pacific Time, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So every Tuesday evening I will be on here on the group meditation room providing these. I also provide one-on-one readings and mentoring sessions. So if you wish to be involved in any of that, you can please contact me. My email address is Nenari, Nenari @diamondlady.net, or you can catch me on our Ascension or our Facebook too as well, which is facebook.com/Nenari. So with all that said, does anyone have anything else that they would like to share, any questions you would like to ask, or anything else that is coming through for you about anything? Doesn't have to be, related to the art of surrender, but anything, spiritually related, please feel free to ask or share. And Pamela said, just once again, I am so grateful for you. Thank you. Thank you. And you're very welcome. And thank you. Thank you for having an open heart to receive such. And Lady Di says, yes, truly. Thank you. I'm honored. It's my honor and pleasure to be here with you each Tuesday evening to bring that peace and love into your life. Lady Di says, I am just very reflective for some reason. That is why I'm quiet. You know what? That's good. That's good. I'm not quiet. I know. That's a good thing. And that was the point of this meditation, and why Source channeled through the reflection, because it's about reflecting. We are heading into the fall and winter months here now, in the Northern Hemisphere anyway. And that is a time of reflection and of going within. So it's no surprise that you're feeling very reflective. Light says, I am working on opening third eye and surrendering to Source. So this was very helpful. Thanks. Perfect. Lady Di said, well, I would say my vision speaks to you too. I saw the eye there. Yes, it does. And to that eye, for both you're very much, for both of you, I don't have a problem with the third eye sight, being okay with that since I was 4. Beautiful. I will say this, even though you are free from having issues with it, one thing that is beneficial, I will put that out there to also help you as well, Light, since you said you're working on opening it, your third eye, is 2 things. 1, your third eye is always open. Okay. If anyone ever tells you that your third eye is closed or that any of your chakras are closed, please do me a favor and run. Okay. And the reason that I say that, LOL, exactly, Lady Di. The reason I say that is if your chakras were closed, a big smile there, Light, if your chakras were closed, you would be dead. Okay? I've been told that in my life too. Yeah, people often say that. Now, there's illusions of what we perceive as blocks there. Perhaps in your chakras, those are again illusions because really our chakras are always open and always running. It's that we somehow believe that they're not, that has us have a block. Okay, blocks are just illusionary means in which you are afraid to go with what it is that you already know within you. Okay, and that's all it is. And then once you go with what it is that's within you, it shifts. But there is an exercise that you can do, and I teach this when I teach third eye activation of opening up your third eye more. If you want to call it that, in spirit there is no more or less, but if you want to call it from an earthly standpoint, opening it more. And basically what you do is you close your eyes and you focus on the point between your eyebrows, which is where your third eye resides. And with your eyes still closed, you roll your eyes up, keeping your eyes closed. Okay, and focusing your eyes rolled up to the point between your eyebrows. Okay, and you stay in that resonance for as long as you can hold it. Now, when you're first doing it, it's possible that you'll only be able to hold it for a few seconds like that with your eyes rolled up. But practice with it, and what will happen is that it helps stimulate the opening of your third eye. Okay, so that it opens more and more and allows vision to come through for however long you can hold it, at a time. Doing that. Sometimes when you do that, you may feel a little lightheaded upon bringing your eyes back to normal level. That's okay. You're just recalibrating your energies to the vibration of your soul eye. That's all. Pamela said, very cool. Yes. You're very welcome, Light. Light said, thank you. You're very welcome. Yes, it was a technique that was given to me by my mentor, who was a mentor to me many years ago, when I was initiated into my first samadhi of third eye activation. So I give you that blessing, and may it open things up for you as well. So is there anything else that anyone else wishes to share or to ask? We'll make this be the last call for the evening. If anyone else has anything that they wish to share, speak now or forever hold your peace, as they say. Lady Di said, thank you again, Princess. LOL. You're very welcome, love. You're very welcome, beautiful angel. Thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you to all of you for joining me this evening. And it's been a beautiful evening of love, and I'm grateful to you all that you are here and appreciate you. And with that, we will close out the evening by simply, Angel blows you a kiss. Oh, thank you, Lady Di. Thank you. Night and loves everyone. Indeed, Light said, night and loves everyone. Night, night. Be love now, for this is who you are. Be love in each moment and enjoy the surrender and the beauty of surrendering into being in love. I love you all, and we will join one another again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Espavo.